Hello, comfy queen. Morning, happy Monday. It's the first Monday that I've actually picked up the camera in our new place, and I'm just so excited to get back in the kick of vlogging and uploading every single week and just showing you guys our normal realistic routine. I feel like we've had such a hectic couple of months with hosting people, moving. You guys know, like the Airbnb situation. I feel like a broken record every single time I talk about it, just because we have been so go, so all over the place, and now we are finally over that hump and we're just ready to settle down, get into routine. We have felt so good the past couple of weeks, like here and there getting into routine, and then it just kind of gets thrown off again. So I'm excited to show you guys this week. I actually woke up early this morning. This isn't as typical for a Monday morning. I usually start my week with a workout, but I had something that I had to film this morning, and then I have a nail appointment with my friend, so we're going to get our nails done in like literally 10 minutes. I was just about to fill out my to-dos for the day in my planner. This is the planner from Still Classic that I use all the time. I have 2 of them, and then I just filled out the weekly view. I just don't want to show that because I like put personal details. I also posted a YouTube video this morning. You guys saw I made some pancakes, set out some new flowers. This is the first flower bouquet of our new place. And then Coco is literally just so tired and also in heaven, because this is the first time you guys have seen that we actually got our couch in our new place, and she hasn't really had somewhere to like lounge and sleep other than our bed and then her bed. But she is such a couch person. She just sits with me on the couch all day long. And then she also had visitors this weekend. Hunter's family was here, so she's kind of like overdose on the happiness. But I'm gonna finish up writing this to-do list, go get my nails done, and then we'll probably be back around lunchtime. Okay, it's my favorite part of the night. Just put on some PJs. I'm about to make Hunter and I some Goodles. This is one of our favorite dinners to have when we just want something that's like cozy and easy and quick. This is actually such a good meal for us to have, because things that we really try to focus on is having enough protein and enough fiber in every single meal, and this actually has 21 nutrients from plants. I just love to get them, and then they have so many different flavors. These ones are the Twist My Parm, which is like a Parmesan noodle, and then we always like to have veggie for dinner, so I'm just gonna add some air fried broccoli. Even though this only has 14 grams of protein per serving, we actually make both boxes when we make them, and we pretty much eat enough each to have like almost a whole box each, but usually there's some left over for the next day. But between the 2 boxes, we're like definitely getting enough protein in. And then I just poured myself an Olipop. My favorite thing to do at the end of the night when I'm cooking. These wine glasses are from Amazon, and then I also got more glass straws, because I feel like I always break glass straws when I'm doing dishes. That's like one of my worst habits, is breaking dishes as I'm doing them. Also, we just took Coco to the dog park. Nothing tires her out more than going to the dog park, and it's honestly one of our favorite parts of our day. It's like a social way to end the day, and it also makes you feel like you really are part of a community. Everybody that goes to the dog park is in our neighborhood, and you just see the same faces pretty much every single day, and you remember all their dogs, and it's just so much fun. Also, we get to walk there, so we get in a lot of steps every single day from doing it, and we usually go in the morning and the nighttime. So even though I didn't work out today, like I did move my body in some sort of way. Honestly, my stomach has been hurting for the past like 3 days. I don't really know what it is. I do think like a huge part of it is the fact that we've been hosting so much, and like just obviously like right before moving here and stuff, we were eating out a lot more, especially because our Airbnb didn't have the right setup to be cooking, because it made our house so hot every time that we would cook. So we stopped cooking for a long time. Then we started hosting people. Obviously, when you're hosting people, you're pretty much going out to eat for at least like 2 meals every single day. And for me, that's just not very typical for what I do. Like I do have so much balance in my life, but for me, I always say this, like I don't want to go on the other end of balance as well. Like there's a way for me to feel unbalanced where I'm maybe not eating as nutritious as I normally do, or getting in those fruits and vegetables, walking as much, getting to my workout routine, drinking enough water, which is completely fine. Like I'm not saying that I regret anything or feeling like stressed about anything. I just genuinely don't feel good. Like I feel excited to get back to feeling really good, and that doesn't mean that I'm gonna not eat, or it doesn't mean that I'm gonna eat less or anything like that. Like I'm still gonna enjoy my favorite cheesy noodle meals that make me feel cozy and I get excited for. I just am intentional with like building my plate, having enough protein, fat, carbs, cooking a lot of my meals. But anyway, all that to say, like my stomach has been hurting a little bit, so I didn't want to work out today and like overdo it. I went to spin 2 days ago. It didn't hurt during the class, but I felt like it hurt more after. So I think my stomach is just kind of upset and I'm trying to chill out. So walks it was today. Drank a lot of water and now we're gonna finish cooking dinner. Okay, I'm in the bathroom about to do some self-care. I always take off my makeup with this Bestie No. 9 Drunk Elephant cleanser. It is the best cleanser. Like, I have tried so many clean cleansers on the market and I always go back to this one. I feel like so many cleansers actually break me out, which like obviously you wouldn't assume that it's the cleanser breaking you out, but the cleansers always do. Like there's been so many that I've used that are very popular online and they always just give me like acne around my jawline, like pretty much all over my face, and I feel like that's also very telling that it is the cleanser. I can always tell like what specifically is breaking me out because I rarely ever switch up my routine, especially with my skincare. So when I find a product that I really love, like I just keep using it. I know that you are supposed to switch up your products a lot, and I honestly am never happy when I do, so I always go back to pretty much Drunk Elephant and Shawnee Darden are my two favorite brands that I can try any of their products and not break out from. So that's just kind of like what I stick to, because obviously I really don't want to be breaking out just to try a new product or just to switch it up because a lot of people say to, but we all know our skin the best, so if it doesn't work for you, don't do it. I also have to say that having my nails short was the move. I'm so happy that I did that today. When I break one nail out of all my nails, I go crazy and then I just cut them all off because I hate what that looks like. And then I was like, wait, I actually kind of like what short nails looks like, so I didn't have them put them on today. One, it was way faster at the nail salon, and then two, it was way more affordable. So I think I'm back on my short nail kick for a little bit. I just like them. What do you guys think? I wish I got the color, but my nail salon uses like vegan nail products, so they don't really use any of the typical nail salon colors, like nothing OPI. But I would say that this looks really close to OPI Love is in the Bear. That is like a really simple neutral. And then for my toes, I went with just like a little bit more of a pink, not as neutral, because I like it to pop a little bit. Also, do you guys like our new bath mat? We got this at Home Goods and it's yellow to match our cute yellow walls. When I was doing my skincare, Hunter finished up the Goodles, plus we were snacking on an orange. Here's how I did the broccoli tonight. I've actually never done this. I don't even know if it worked, but I used our rice cooker because obviously to make rice you have to steam rice, so I figured that the broccoli would steam in here and then I could just wash it so our rice doesn't taste like broccoli. But I'm pretty sure that it worked. I think I put too much water, so I'm gonna have to pour some of the water out and then we'll put it in our Goodles. I'm getting some protein milk.
I gotta come on and say that these are the best purchase we've ever made. What are they called? Tupperware. This plastic Tupperware on Amazon.
Honestly, I couldn't think of the word either. That's better than
Container. Plastic container.
They really are, because they stack in your drawer, and then
Yeah,
anytime we cook.
We got 15 of these things, and we got 4 stacks.
They're the best thing ever, because you can wash them too, so.
Yeah, they go in the dishwasher so they don't get all bent.
And they're environmentally friendly. They're not like one use. Like the plastic cups we have, those obviously are one use. Well, we try to do a couple uses out of those, but those are like, we'll have those for a long time.
Yeah, those are
We
actually
have
nice.
washed them like 15 times already.
Mm-hmm.
And we use them every day for dinner. And then they also go in the fridge all nice.
And they stack in the fridge too, if you have room.
So nice. And if you get the smaller ones I stack, I'll link them. They're on it from Amazon. They're so good. And we're watching football, and I'm watching YouTube while Hunter watches football.
Buy those plastic thingies.
I actually had a full morning this morning. I didn't vlog anything just because I was with one of my friends. I feel like the only time that I don't like to vlog, if I'm like already vlogging and I'm going and doing something, is if I am meeting a friend. Just because, I don't know, I just feel like, especially nowadays, everybody's just so busy. As adults, like we're not seeing our friends every single day at school or maybe if you were like in college living at a dorm, like you're just not seeing people as much. So I've really just realized I don't like to touch my phone when I'm with my friends. And even though I do social media for my job, like I just have to be strict with that and not be like, actually, I am gonna vlog every time I'm with my friends. And sometimes I'll do it like here and there, but I just don't put pressure on myself, and honestly it's just like not in my mind at all. So that's why I didn't get any clips at bar today, but I love going to bar. It's one of my favorite workouts. I actually tried a new studio today with my friend and we loved it. Like it was so challenging. It almost reminded me of like Pilates Sculpt, but it's obviously on beat. If you've tried bar before, you know it's on beat, and then there's actually a ballet bar that you go to for majority of the class, and then there's also like some seated and like equipment sections. Like we had a bowl today. It was really, really fun. I already am feeling sore just because I haven't gone in almost a month, but I do typically go to bar at least once a week. So that was really fun. And now I just finished up a little bit of work on my phone. I've been sitting in our reading nook. I'm about to make some lunch. I already had breakfast this morning. I just had the same pancakes that I had yesterday. Pretty much every time that I cook pancakes, I'll make enough for like at least 3 days, just because of the hassle of making pancakes. I like to have enough to where it's worth it. So that's what I had this morning. And now for lunch, I really want to just have something fast, and I actually have this pre-made salad in the fridge, and I forgot that I got this. I actually got this over the weekend because I thought that there'd be a time that I'd want to like grab something quick when we had Hunter's family here. There never ended up being a time that I ate it. This is Positive Food Co. You can find these at Whole Foods, and then if you're in California, I got this at a place called Gelson's, which is my favorite grocery store here. That's actually where me and my friend Erica went yesterday to grab some sushi. They have really good just like takeaway foods, but this is my favorite salad and I haven't had it in so long. Oh my gosh, I'm actually so excited. I never really eat salmon anymore unless I'm like getting lunch out, because Hunter doesn't like salmon, so I never cook it. I guess like sometimes at sushi, but Hunter doesn't like salmon, so we never really order it. We love like yellowtail. I love blue crab. Those look kind of rotten. Is this okay to eat? Thursday, September 25th. Okay, good. It's funny, I do have a phobia of eating foods that are like past date. I'm like really weird about that. Like sometimes I will not even want to eat something if it's like the exact date that it says that it's good by. I'm just terrified of throwing up and getting food poisoning. If you've had food poisoning before, you know it's obviously the worst thing ever, but like I just hate being nauseous. That's one of my least favorite feelings in the world. If you remember the honeymoon vlog and I got so sick, I just like have been scared ever since that to get sick again, because that was one of the worst days of my life because of how just horrible I felt for 5 hours straight on that boat. So yeah, now I'm just like really scared to ever eat anything that could make me sick. But all that to say, this is in date so I can eat it. Just a salad. But you know me, if I'm gonna eat lunch, like I like to have protein, fat, carb, and this obviously doesn't have any carbs in it, so I'm just gonna have some sweet potato chips with it. Bless you, Coco. My friend posted these the other day. They're the sweet potato chips by Jackson's. If you guys follow Sunny Adams, you probably already saw this, but I immediately had to try them because I love sweet potato, and these chips are delicious. Like they're so thin and crunchy, and I really like them. So that's my lunch today. I'm gonna have some berries. I made a protein coffee also this morning. I wasn't filming, but I did film it for Instagram and TikTok. I try not to overlap too much of what I'm filming for YouTube and what I post on TikTok, in case any of you guys follow me on everything. I don't like things to be repetitive. I had my waffles before my workout, and now I'm having this as like a post-workout. Coco's barking at me because she loves salmon. So it's the next morning. I actually just made myself some tea because we woke up and we don't have any maple syrup or creamer. So Hunter just went to get some. So starting the morning with some tea. I thought that I would actually give you guys a couple of things that I wrote in my planner that I really want to focus on for the fall. I feel like I love to share my kind of just like lifestyle goals because they are ever changing, but I'm like a very simple person. I don't like to be like, this is what I want to do every single day, because realistically I'm not going to do anything every single day. I don't even work out every single day. One of the first things that I put is that I really want to start reading on my Kindle again. I have downloaded a few of my books that I want to read by the end of fall, so I'm hoping that I stick to that. But I just want to read every single day. I feel like having hobbies that are away from our phones, not TV, and just something that maybe is like less physical for me, just because I feel like so much of my hobbies are pretty physical or like health related, like with cooking or even just like learning about fitness and wellness. So I want something that is just very mind escaping, and I am a huge reader. I just don't always read. Like I go through phases with reading, and it's been a while since I've been like reading books every single week. So that's what I want to do. I want to try and read one book a week through fall. So I'll start sharing what I'm going to read and everything. I'm actually restarting a book called Regretting You, just because I read it so many years ago and I honestly don't remember it. And next week I'm actually going to the live like screening of it, the first screening. I got invited, me and my friend Erica are going, and I'm so excited. So I thought I would read that book to just like remember it for the movie. I always feel like when there's a movie that coincides with a book, it's so much more fun to read the book first then go see the movie. Another thing that I want to do is cook different recipes. Like I feel like we are so easily influenced to like make bolognese, tacos, taco bowls, burger bowls, and then we just kind of repeat those. But I feel like there's a lot of fun like soups that I want to try to make, a lot of Mediterranean food, and I just kind of want to like dive into different recipes, cuisines, and switch things up, because I'm getting very just like sick and uninspired to cook our everyday meals. But I'm also trying to cook at home a lot more right now, so I feel like to make that more fun, I just want to try and find new recipes, and the place that I do that is always Pinterest. Like I always am pinning things on Pinterest. And then another thing that I want to do with work, 'cause I'm very type B with work, not in saying that in a bad way. Like I love that I'm type B, but I feel like having structure with my job might be beneficial, especially right now, just because I feel like we've been really social, and like I just feel very lucky that I have a lot of friends in the area that I live. Since moving here, we've had plans pretty much every other day. Like last night we actually ran and hung out with our neighbors, and with that I feel like I need to be very on top of work. Like I never want to leave anything to the last minute where I have to say no to a plan. Like I want to be able to say yes, because I want to be so far ahead of my work schedule. So something I'm going to do every single week is actually find a template somewhere on like Instagram or like Pinterest maybe, and I could actually ask ChatGPT for a template, but I'm gonna have a template where I try to like stick to it, like maybe a certain time block for filming, maybe a certain time block for editing emails. Maybe there's something that I could be doing to like overlook my past week's content. Like I don't know, I just really want to like spend an afternoon, go on ChatGPT, ask it a bunch of questions, watch some YouTube videos, and like study how other people run their social medias, and just like learn from that, because I feel like it would be really helpful for me, especially being my own boss. You can just kind of get into the same routine, and I feel like I've been doing the same thing for a very long time. That's pretty much everything I'm going to be focusing on for the fall. I am going to end off this video here, and I'm going to start a new video. I'm going to do a fall like cleaning reset, but I did want to say thank you to the sponsor of today's video before I left. Thank you so much, Squarespace, for sponsoring. They're one of my favorite companies to work with, because not only are they a company that I use in my personal life, but I've also seen a lot of you guys use them. I'm not even sure if I'm the one that's introduced Squarespace to a lot of you, but you've shared your websites with me. And something I always notice with Squarespace is that the websites always look so professional. If you don't know what Squarespace is, it's an all-in-one platform that helps you build, design, and create a website. So if you go on Squarespace for the very first time, it's super beginner friendly. You actually get to pick a template, and then from that template you can customize even further. So if you want to change up the colorways, or if you want to move a comment section somewhere, add a newsletter, if you want to add your shop page, whether you sell fitness guides like I have, merch like I have, planners, or if you're a photographer and you're selling your services, if you're a realtor and you want somewhere to have your portfolio, video. Something I also have loved using on Squarespace as someone who actually has a website on there is the backend analytics. Anytime I've sold anything, I'm able to see how many people are clicking on my website, how many people are purchasing. So if you're someone watching that either has a business or if you're an influencer, you want someone to link all of your social channels, you have to check out Squarespace. They actually give me a code, so if you want to use them, go to squarespace.com/CaitlinNolan. You'll actually get a free trial, and then when you are ready to purchase a domain or website, you'll get 10% off, which is such a good deal. Thank you so much, Squarespace, for sponsoring today's video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.